Hello, friend. Are you optimistic or pessimistic? Most people think they have to choose one, either become extremely positive or become extremely negative. But the truth is that both of these extremes have strengths, and both of these extremes can hurt you too. So instead of asking which one is better, maybe the better question is, how do we think in a balanced way? Let's get into the video. 1. What optimism really is. Optimism is the tendency to expect positive outcomes and believe that things can improve in the future. An optimistic person usually focuses on opportunities, possibilities, and solutions. They believe that even if things are difficult right now, they can get better. Now, optimism is not pretending that problems don't exist. Real optimism is acknowledging problems while still believing that improvement is possible. The reason optimistic people often take more action is because they believe their actions can make a difference. They have hope. They believe things can work out. And sometimes, that belief helps them move forward when other people give up. 2. What pessimism really is. Pessimism is the tendency to expect negative outcomes and focus more on risks, problems, and potential failures. A pessimistic person often prepares for what could go wrong. They notice flaws. They notice risks. They notice the cracks before the building falls apart. Because of this, pessimistic people can sometimes avoid mistakes that optimistic people miss. But they also tend to expect disappointment more often. They focus so much on what could go wrong that they sometimes miss what could go right. While an optimist sees opportunities, a pessimist often sees obstacles first. 3. Both have strengths. This is where things get interesting. Optimists and pessimists both have advantages. Optimistic people are usually more willing to take action because they believe success is possible. They are often more hopeful, more resilient, and more willing to try again after failure. Pessimistic people, on the other hand, are often better at spotting risks. They notice problems early. They think about what could go wrong. They prepare for obstacles before they happen. You can think of it like this. An optimist asks, how can I become successful? A pessimist asks, what failures and problems might stop me from becoming successful? Both questions are useful. One helps you move forward. The other helps you avoid mistakes. 4. The problem with extremes. The problem begins when optimism or pessimism becomes extreme. Blind optimism ignores reality. It convinces people that everything will magically work out, even when they aren't doing anything about it. They ignore warning signs. They ignore problems. They assume everything is fine. But life doesn't work that way. On the other hand, extreme pessimism can destroy opportunities before they even begin. When you constantly expect failure, you stop trying. You stop taking chances. You stop believing improvement is possible. And eventually, your fear of failure becomes bigger than your desire to grow. Both extremes distort reality. One ignores problems, the other ignores possibilities. 5. The better approach. In my opinion, the best approach is balance. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Be optimistic enough to take action, but be realistic enough to notice risks. Notice the cracks. Notice the mistakes. Notice the things that could go wrong. But don't let them stop you from moving forward. Focus on what you can control and do your best with it. Because optimism says everything will work out. Pessimism says nothing will work out. Wisdom says, let's see what happens and do our best. And honestly, that's probably the healthiest way to live. The future is uncertain for everyone. Nobody knows exactly what will happen. So instead of assuming everything will be perfect or assuming everything will be terrible, trust the process, do your best, and keep moving forward. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.